Hey guys, today we're watching a very special movie. Not only is it the first anime movie I'm watching, but it's also my first international movie in general, and it's also my first adult animated movie. Ew, no, not that kind of adult. If you don't follow me on Letterboxd, shameless plug, you would probably know that I love watching international animated movies. Whether it's, of course, Japan, Ireland, France, China's been killing it the past couple years, elsewhere. I love watching all of it, and Perfect Blue is what I believe to be the magnum opus of the late Satoshi Kon. It deserves the same amount of credit and attention as Hayao Miyazaki and Isao Takahata, if only. So if this video is the first time you've ever heard about this movie and haven't seen it, I recommend watching it first. It's of course going to be full of spoilers, that's how movie commentary, reaction, whatever this is goes, but I'm also going to be taking a more analytical look. Definitely watch this movie first. Sub, dub, whichever. So this is going to be a fun time. Let's begin, shall we?
Powertron! Special attack!
Ah, yes, I love Power Rangers.
Without fail! Yeah!
I'm just gonna assume that was the reaction for the live-action Power Rangers movie. I mean, I haven't seen it, I'm not a Power Rangers fan, I just know Billy Hargrove is in it. With every frame you can see the cells moving. I get it, this movie's budget is relatively low. I'm not bashing it or anything, I'm just making an observation. Also, I would just like to say that I usually watch this movie when I'm showing it to someone or someones who haven't watched it in broad daylight. The first time I watched this, I was by myself late at night, and after finishing the movie, I was so freaked out that I told myself I was never gonna do it again, and crap. Perfect Blue, there it is. The first 20 minutes of this movie kind of eases you into the madness, not, you know, throwing you into the fire. We got the song Cham is gonna perform, which is a bop, so we're good for now. I'm like 3 minutes in, and I already gotta praise something. The song, Angel of Love. Honestly, it is better in Japanese. When you have the English lyrics, you can actually understand how it kind of parallels the main story. We'll get into it when he's introduced. Whether the song's in English or Japanese, you gotta admit, it's some pretty fine elevator music. And yeah, look at this editing. It's already throwing you back and forth to different places. Not quite as convoluted to comprehend like later in the movie, but like I said, it just eases you in. Satoshi Kon, you are a gentleman and a scholar.
Nima should be acting, not singing.
See? What am I telling you? Mother forker. Okay, see, you can see like he's holding it in his... I don't know. So basically, the song is about sending love to a girl. Let's just say here, Mima. Saying stuff like, if you really, really love her, she'll be yours forever. And that motherforking creep, sorry, I mean guy. From his perspective, it looks like he's holding Mima in his hand, and he's thinking that she's a literal angel that is only his and will forever be his. Am I reading too much into this? We should probably continue.
Get your slimy hands off me, oversized freak! We want a good time here! What the hell?
I am not looking. I'm not looking at him. I cannot see. He has such a creepy character design. I mean, I get that's the point, but ugh. Notice how every single person in the audience in this J-pop concert is a guy. Ew.
I'm always watching Nima's room!
That absolutely sounds creepy when you say it out loud and without context. Look at the pretty little fishies.
The earthquake that happened in the VA area flattened a number of towns throughout the region.
I think that news report could be referencing the real life earthquake that happened that changed the way this movie is in, you know, like the medium it's in. Perfect Blue was originally going to be a live action movie, but when I think it's Kobe earthquake hit, it, you know, kind of messed up Japan, so they had to change it into animation instead. I just think the movie works better in animation, and I'm thankful for that. I kind of forgot to mention there actually is a live action Perfect Blue movie. From the looks of it, it doesn't look like a remake of the anime, but more like a live action adaptation of the original novel, which the anime is based on. Perfect Blue Complete Metamorphosis by Yoshikazu Takeuchi. The best version of the movie I can find doesn't have any English subtitles, so doesn't really look like I'm missing a lot anyway. Yikes. Oh my gosh, is that a letter bomb?
Mom, the pop idol image is suffocating me. Oh, wait. Another call. Hello? Hello?
And so it begins. 12 minutes in, and it's begun.
A fax? Who's it from?
Traitor, 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 traitor. No, I don't know why this movie doesn't translate the Japanese text in this movie, but at least you have me, who's watched the sub, which I actually prefer over the dub, but whatever. Also, the diegetic sound of the fax printing slowly morphing into a non-diegetic score. That's awesome. Thank you for closing your curtains, Mima. At least you actually invested in some, unlike Beck from You. Damn it, Rumi.
It's kind of like networking by using the computer. Looks like this person put up a link to Mima's room, which is the title of the website.
I get this movie is from '97, but it's just so weird to see a scene where the internet is in its infancy and someone's explaining the basics to it to someone that, as someone who's Gen Z, it just kind of blows my mind. And I mean, the fact that this movie is more relevant today because of the internet with its fake personas and avatars and stuff, that's even crazier.
That makes sense?
Not one bit.
You nervous?
A bit.
She only has one line. What's she nervous about?
Excuse me, who are you? Coincidence? I think not. Ew, get out of here, Me-Mania.
4, 3, 2.
You spoke too soon about the letter bomb. I think that says something like "you're next" or something. I forgot. Mima out here with the frickin' Macintosh. They weren't even known as Macs yet, just Macintosh. I didn't notice this until my second viewing, but those bullet points on her website are her fish. Like, it's the exact same breed and everything. Creepy. Whoever could the stalker be? I definitely don't know.
Excuse me, who are you?
These transitions are mwah. The editing in this is the reason why fiction and reality in this movie is so amazingly blurred. It's incredible, and there's even better examples later on. The last time I watched this movie was a few months ago with my friends. I was the only person who's seen it, so while showing it to the rest of them, they were all watching it for the first time, and it was so fun to hear them say stuff out loud like, "Oh my gosh, and then a couple seconds later, oh, it's just part of the show, or oh, it's just a dream. And it's just so cool to see how this movie can trick so many people. It's amazing. This movie's amazing.
Nowadays, there are no places for pop idols to appeal to the masses. This is the turning point that'll decide if Mima lasts or not.
Well, excuse me, sir, for not surviving.
I love that this movie plays around with the whole concept of anime in general. You have this image of a hyper-stylized anime girl, and then you have these guys who are, you know, more realistic looking. However, if you haven't noticed, there are a few characters who have, you know, those typical anime eyes, and they're usually people in the entertainment industry, like Mima and the other girls from Cham, the actress from Double Bind, the TV show she's on. It's just playing into the idea that the characters, whether on screen or on stage, they're superficial to an extent, you know, just like anime, kind of artificial, you know?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Me turning off the light and booking it to my bed so the boogeyman doesn't catch me. Or in this case, me mania. So the guy from the beginning, you know, the leader of the hecklers, yeah, he's dead now. I think it was a hit and run, and he had something to do with it.
Wouldn't you be interested in becoming a model?
A model?
Cut!
So yeah, you know, characters would be looking over a screen of footage that was just recorded. We, the audience, thinking it's real life, but then, you know, as my friends would say, oh, it's just part of the show. Prime example of that. They also asked me stuff like, how did I watch this by myself? How am I not in therapy after watching it? I just watched it with the lights on, that's all.
I absolutely refuse to do it.
It's such a cool shot, and I've seen shots in other movies that look very similar. Oh boy, here we go. Like I said earlier, the video that's featuring this movie, it's age restricted for a reason, and it's because the following scene is I'm not going to say it out loud, but it's a scene. It drags on for a while, and Satoshi Kon himself has said that he wished he didn't make it as long. Apparently in screenings after the movie was released, he would bow his head because it is really uncomfortable to watch. I'm not going to show it, I'm going to censor it for your and my sake, but it is pivotal. It's the reason why Mima's mental stability kind of spirals, so it's just a warning. And from this point on, it's going to be a lot more intense and more gory. Again, not showing it, just a warning, okay? Also, notice how her outfit is very similar to her pop idol outfit from the beginning of the movie. Lots of white, and except pink, it's red. Lace, it's very similar. Just pointing that out.
I'm really sorry.
Oh no, it's all right.
Well, at least the actor is aware of how terrible this scene is and what he is going to commit. I'm not looking forward to this. I don't know if the actor in this scene doing that, I don't know if he was actually doing it. They don't make it clear. They don't show anything, but I'm not totally sure. And my friends were asking this too, like, the actor playing the guy, he wouldn't actually, but again, they don't show anything, they don't mention anything like protection or anything, so I don't know, and I seriously want to move on from this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Ugh. The way that shot just lingers on him as he's watching the car that just left the frame. Ugh.
I wonder if you're hungry yet.
Oh no, not the fishies. She did say earlier when she was feeding him that she forgot to feed him the day before.
I'm sorry. I forgot to feed you yesterday.
So it could be that she's already unstable, that she forgot a few more days. It is unclear. A lot of it is up for interpretation. This is my fourth watch of the movie, and I think I have the handle on it, but again, some stuff like this, I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, so my friends were asking, is she really having this much of a breakdown over fish? And right here,
Of course I don't want to do it, but I didn't want to tell them that all those people have done so much for me.
it has to do with the scene. It's just the dead fish that were a breaking point. Now that our fish are dead, it's just a breaking point for us, the audience, to know that no, she didn't want to do the scene. Just making that clear.
Didn't I tell you?
Great. Now virtual Mima's tormenting her. If I gotta be honest, I think that's my favorite shot in the movie. I just think it's so cool how the focal point was able to change without the camera actually moving. It's because of the pillow she threw to the screen. I just think that's cool. There's a reason why Mima in that shot is my current Letterboxd profile picture. I just really like it. Now, see, the fish are alive. I mean, there's only 2 of them, but fourth watch, and I'm still trying to figure out what's the deal with the fish, of all things. She looks like a freaking flight attendant. You can see now that after filming the scene, her clothes and like the media is now depicting her as more mature and grown up, more sexualized. One of the main talking points about this movie is how it's a commentary on the J-pop industry. If you see it through that perspective, it is really well done. However, that was not Satoshi Kon's intention.
To reveal the behind-the-scenes secrets about the entertainment world was never my intention. I simply wanted to show the process of a young girl maturing, becoming confused, because her old set of values gets shattered.
This movie actually has nothing to do with the J-pop industry, even though so many people see it that way. I used to too before I figured out that wasn't his intention. There's a really great video essay about an alternative social commentary in the movie, The Female Identity, which you should definitely check out. There's actually a ton of great Perfect Blue video essays and analyses on YouTube that you should definitely check out. I low-key want to make one someday. Maybe I can save it for a different video when I learn to be more articulate and learn how to write, you know, video essays and stuff.
You won't be able to step back into that spotlight now.
I mean, you gotta admit, this movie has a pretty great soundtrack. This score specifically, Virtual Mima, is on Spotify, as well as a couple other ones, but Angel of Love isn't. I really wish it was. I think it's cool one like this is on there, but I don't want to hear, you know, late at night when I'm listening to music. I don't want that. Good soundtrack though. Good soundtrack. Yeah, I'm supposed to hate Virtual Mima, but look at her character animation. Boing, boing, boing. Huh? Whose blood is that? We don't know. We'll never know. Hey, at least they're playing the Japanese version now. Oh, I thought he was gonna get brutally murdered. You were saying? I hate watching this movie late at night. Again, another prime example of Satoshi Kon teasing you. That's what I love about his movies. To some extent, Satoshi Kon is always trying to make you believe what is real and what isn't. Perfect Blue does it the most, definitely, but I've also seen it kind of sprinkled in other anime movies. I don't know if it was direct inspiration or just a coincidence, but it's really cool to see it.
I'm not sure what I think anymore.
Me watching this movie.
You won't become a star looking like that. Smile, okie doke.
Tadakoro tells Mima to smile, so she puts on a smile, you know, a real smile. And then real Mima shows up. Look at him, he looks like a creep. Ugh. At this point, you're probably realizing there's not a lot of blue in this movie. You'd be right. Even I tried to fool you with this blue jacket and, you know, blue jewelry, but Yeah, not a lot of blue. Though the word blue comes from the movie's tagline, the color of illusion is perfect blue. There's this infamous scene. Those 2 shots of her in the bathtub were recreated in Darren Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream. Now, it's said that he paid the rights to that scene, I think about $17,000 to recreate it in his movie. And I heard it's a myth.
本人に会って確認したらオマージュだってオマージュですよ私にこの私に
There is no denying that Darren Aronofsky is a huge fan of Satoshi Kon. Now this basically otaku he's buying the entire stock of the adult magazines that Mima's featured in so no one else sees them, because he's still holding on to Mima's, pop idol image, and he doesn't want to see that tarnish. So his line of thinking is, if I don't want to see it, then no one else will.
You believe me, right? She's just an imposter. It's not me.
Ah ha ha ha, Among Us.
I trust you, Mr. Mamania.
They say Mamania, even though it's literally spelled me-mania. I don't know if that's the English pronunciation. I forgot how it's pronounced in Japanese, so it could be right. It just looks weird, doesn't it?
Welcome to Ray and Yukiko's Idol Chanland!
Is this the 90s version of how every YouTuber today is starting a podcast? Is the 90s version just radio shows? I'm not supposed to like virtual Mima, real Mima, or whoever she is, but you gotta appreciate her graceful character animation. It's pretty elegant, I may say. It's freaky. Every time Mima wakes up, her room gets more and more disorganized, as if to show her mental instability. I don't know if it's the camera angle or just the way she's drawn in that particular shot, but she looks so creepy. She does kind of look like Me-Mania. Maybe it's the reflection of the screen in her eye, but ugh.
You sure are a weird pizza guy.
I hate this scene. I do. And I hate the fact that there's those few seconds of just complete silence, as if like he's registering it. Ugh. The way the shot lingers, just for those couple seconds. Ugh. And it gets so much freaking worse. Damn you, Screwdriver. Damn you. With everything they throw at you, it just gets more and more confusing. I am gonna say it right now. I do think Mima is innocent in all this. I know it sounds crazy when you consider the last scene, but I really like this shot for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Just the way she looks so lifeless. Even though she has a light shining on her, she just doesn't react at all. I don't know, it's just kind of cool. It's a cool shot. I don't know. Of course they're using the same weapon as the actual murders. I've heard different things about what the weapon actually is. Screwdriver, letter opener, ice pick. I think it's a screwdriver. I think it's the most accessible out of those three, you know? Anyway.
Are you awake?
That's probably the best transition in this movie.
She thinks she's some new, young, up-and-coming actress named Mima Kirigoe.
That's right, I'm an actress.
That's a cut!
That's right, I'm a model.
All right, that's the take!
The way this movie just, fries your brain, it's pretty incredible. It's seriously just throws you around like a rag doll. It's...
Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. Hey now, Mima, I'm not Toko anymore. Did you forget? You can stop dreaming now.
If only you knew.
Eddie?
Some more mighty fine editing. Hot damn.
Somebody help me!
Like anyone can hear you right now! I'm protecting my dear Mimanin, what do you think?
I reacted to this scene the same way my friends did, since I was watching the dub for the first time. The voice does not fit Mimania's character. In this dub, there's a couple iffy deliveries here and there, but my huge flaw is Mimania's voice. And you don't even realize he wasn't speaking the entire time until he does an hour in, and it just does not fit. It just doesn't. Good for you, Mima. Good for you. Run away, please. I'm acting like this is the first time I'm watching this movie. It's not. I just feel so bad for Mima. Sweetie, I hope you're alright.
You have to follow the script!
It's probably a bad time to mention this, but that shot reminds me of one similar in Megamind.
How could you do this? The people of the city relied on you and you deserted them.
Now's not the time to be referencing Megamind, but I just want to make the comparison. Please, oh please tell me I'm not the only one who can kinda sorta hear Mark Hamill's Joker in this.
Bad girl! You have to follow the script! Gasp! Can it be?
That echo. I don't know. No close-ups, please. Really? That sound coming from that guy? I just can't believe it. No. She looks terrible. I just want to give her a hug.
We're going back to Mima's room.
Which Mima's room are we talking about now? The simplest, subtlest changes in lighting to show different locations. Wonderful. Yep, they're both dead. Tadakoro and Mimania, they're both dead. And the fish are alive. Yep, the poster, the fish. It's not our room. It's not her room.
This is not my room. This is Mima's room. Look, I'm wearing the new costume. Isn't it just fabulous? Isn't it great? It's perfect on me.
Yep. Okay. Yes, Rumi's a twist villain. She's one of the better ones, you know, compared to all of Disney's, but maybe Rumi's born with it. Or maybe, just maybe, it's mental illness, innit? This climax seriously just throws you off. And it's already thrown you off plenty of times. Alright, let's go. Proceed.
This is a joke, isn't it, Rumi? Your heart goes thump, 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 thump when you're in love, but then it pays off when you're loved back.
The lyrics are different. It's her version of the song. Yeah, the twist is confusing, but they did set it up beforehand. They did establish that Rumi was an ex-pop idol.
Well, excuse me, sir, for not surviving.
It's not like it's coming out of nowhere. It's just, it feels that way, but it's not.
Especially about you.
Welcome back, Screwdriver. So let me just try to explain this for people who haven't seen the movie and have come this far in the video, which, first of all, why You spoiled yourself. Watch the movie first, you dum-dum. The reason why there's two Mimas on screen, the one wearing the brown shirt, she's real, and then the one in the dress, that's Rumi. My theory is that, I don't know if it's theory, it might be true. I don't know, this climax is still confusing, but basically, Rumi has dissociative identity disorder, DID, and she's created this persona where she thinks she's Mima. Mima in the red dress is on screen, that's her in her Mima persona. There's a shot coming up that is just really well produced, and it explains it and makes it more clearer. There's the shot. It shows that Mima is actually Rumi, and then there was a shot earlier of Mima running, the real Mima running, that was actually real Mima. You get it, right? You get it. How was Rumi able to stab Mima with an umbrella? Oh, maybe she's using one of Penguin's umbrellas from Batman Returns. Ugh. Creepy face. Creepy face. Rumi fully realized she has the anime eyes now, because earlier she had more realistic eyes, but now that she's exposed as being, you know, ex-pop idol villain, whatever, she has the anime eyes. Ugh. Ugh. Is there always a delay when blood just does that? Because it seems like those shots just hold on forever. There's the iconic shot. There it is. This movie is already highly praised, but it just deserves more of it, you know? That's another one of my favorite shots. The sound of adoring fans. Whew.
Thanks to her, I am who I am today.
Oh my gosh, that girl is just like Mimi Kirakoy. Maybe she's just a lookalike.
No, I'm the real thing.
And it ends with such sitcom-y music.
No, I'm the real thing.
Alright, here we go. Alright. There's a lot of theories and unknown stuff with the ending. From the way I look at it, Rumi is in the mental institution, and Mima, she's a successful actress now. She kind of flourished after the climax, and her career is bigger than ever, and she thanks Rumi for that. And then Mima walks past the nurses. They say she looks like a lookalike, and then she goes in her car saying it's the real her. I think Mima, the real actress, she's the one in the car, and Rumi is the one in the mental institution. But apparently, I think in the sub, that last line said by Mima saying she's a real thing, apparently that's said by Rumi's voice actor. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it in a literal optimistic sense, or it could just be something else. I don't know. Perfect Blue is highly acclaimed. I mean, it's like #4 on the top highest rated animated movies on Letterboxd, but it doesn't get as much acclaim as other anime movies, like, you know, anything Studio Ghibli puts out or Your Name or something. Perfect Blue deserves better, and hopefully this video will reach a number of people who will check it out and see for themselves. I certainly hope so. And if you have, and if you've gone this far in the video, please tell me in the comments. I would like to know. And I would like to make movie commentaries on more anime movies, since the difference between Western and Eastern animated films is pretty fascinating. I don't think I'll get to the Studio Ghibli movies anytime soon. A copyright thing is a whole mess, and I don't want to deal with that. So you can just follow me on Letterboxd if you want to know my feelings on certain Studio Ghibli movies. This movie was pretty fun to watch as a commentary. I don't like doing it alone or late at night, but it was fun. And I'll get to work on that Perfect Blue video essay someday. I do want to make video essays at some point, so yeah. If you enjoyed this video on Perfect Blue, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before my birthday next year, January 23rd, so if you could help me, I would really appreciate it. Comment, like, and subscribe for more movie commentaries, and I'll see you later.